What's up, everybody? This is Carson with Operation Recall, and I'm actually laid up with an ankle injury, so I thought I would show you guys what we've been working on the last couple weeks. Now, I've been working with, since Ron Rudat and Mark Pennington got me the last of the color studies, I got all those digitized and put into a Google Slides deck, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. So this is kind of a quick recap of the first figure, Ritello, and these are the 6 color studies that were created by Ron Rudat. And after the 6, Kirk gave him some feedback, and we came up with this final Ritello and Homer, which was approved and moved into production. Now, we're going to talk about Breacher and Hellhound. So Breacher and Hellhound are our first figure. He's the door kicker. We got 6 versions of those color studies from Mark Pennington. That's 3 and 4, and then 5 and 6. And so Kirk Bozigian weighed in on which elements he would like to keep from each of these, which you can see are indicated by the red outlines on each of these pieces. So we're going with a Belgian Malinois as the dog, and we actually found a reference dog that we want to emulate colors for. So military hero, Lakia, or Leica. She was actually wounded by an AK-47 in Afghanistan, but still subdued her attacker. And she's an American hero dog. So we wanted to emulate the colors on her. And this is our final color study for Breacher and Hellhound. He looks amazing. Not much of a reason to do a Midnight Ops version of him because he's already so dark. But he's going to look great with the Midnight Ops troopers, and Lakia looks amazing as well. So very excited about that final color study. We're not going to use this type of illustration for the lion on his chest. It'll be more iconic. More representative of a lion, less kind of photorealistic. That kind of looks like Scar from The Lion King, and we're not going in that direction. Just FYI. Second figure, Cadavers. So this was also designed by Mark Pennington, and he is a silent trooper. He's got swords, he's got a machete, he's got a pistol with a silencer, he's got a backpack that holds his swords. Got some really cool accessories on this guy. We've already 3D printed them, and they look amazing. So there's these 6 color studies. And here's the feedback that we got from Kirk. Wanted to go with mainly number 1, but add the boots from number 5, the color of this backpack over here. And this is the revised color studies. The concept creator actually helped create these 2. So this is the one that Kirk asked for, and this is the one that the concept creator submitted. And Kirk actually liked the blue, but wanted higher contrast in the gloves. And so this is where we ended up. So we kept some of that blue, as you can see, and it's on the belt as well. And we changed these reds to be Mortiferro red. You'll hear that quite a few times. That's the kind of unifying color for the bad guys, so you'll see that a few times. Now, Damselfly is our jetpack inventor. She's also got a missile launching gun. She's really cool. So these are the 6 color studies by Ron Rudat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so we felt like Ron really nailed it on the first one, but we liked the cut of the blouse on this one, number 5. So the direction there was to use that cut of the blouse. The concept creator actually had several of the concept creators jump in and help me with color studies. Shout out to you guys. You guys got this done in basically a week and a half. We did several rounds of revisions so that I could go back and forth with Kirk in a very iterative way. So we did the open shirt there, and then we did kind of a sheer, kind of textured fabric there. We also changed the rockets to this Mortiferro red. So you'll see red rockets on the gun, red rockets on her legs, and we're staying with the kind of open chest there. Now, Soul Eagle is our wrestler, luchador soldier, and these 6 color studies, Kirk didn't really fall in love with any of them. What he did love was the red, white, and blue kind of patriotism of this first luchador masks. And so he is an American citizen. He's got Puerto Rican and Mexican heritage. He's a wrestling champion. And Kirk really wanted to play up that red, white, and blue colors. So we pulled some elements from these color studies, but we went back to the drawing board and came up with this. And so the original concept creator was able to illustrate this. David, thank you so much. So this is the color studies round 2. He's going to have a silver Gatling gun, a black ammo can. He's got the red, white, and blue mask. And then you see the red on the chest, the blue on the pants, the white eagle knees, brown boots, brown web gear, and silver pistol, silver Gatling gun. Now, Dark Reapers, this has arguably been our most popular figure based on an airsoft outfit that is just incredible. So this is the 6 color studies by Ron Rudat. I really like the black and gray. I feel like that might get revisited. Hell, I like the blue and black too. There's a lot to like about this figure, and he looks good in all kinds of decos. We ended up going with something like number 6, but we wanted to switch it to a red. And so there's the feedback, and as you can see, we're basically going with number 6, but then we did some refining on the details of the helmet design. And so there's the final design. As you can see, he's got red goggles and white nose and white teeth for the skull, which is really cool. And then he's got this Mortefero red throughout. So this one's approved. And we're actually going to make an officer eventually. We probably won't release this one with year 1 because we don't want you guys to have to buy more figures. But we are planning for the future. So this is the first example of a Wave 1.5 or a Year 1.5, where we want to make an officer troop for the Dark Reapers, and they will have gold accents. So what you'll see in some of these figures going forward is gold is, this is a money-driven kind of bad guy unit, and the higher up you go in the ranks, the more ornate your accessories and decor becomes, as you'll see in General Mortefero at the end. So that's the Dark Reapers officer. Now, had a pretty darn big evolution for the color studies. So this is by Mark Pennington. And he did a lot of different design options here, obviously. 6 color studies with a lot of different color variations in these. And I just loved them. Mark went to town on And, this is the closest to the original concept. But I'm happy to say that the concept creator is very happy with the direction we went, which was a little different of a direction. It's using this urban camo from version 2, which many will probably identify with Storm Shadow version 2, also designed by Mark Pennington. The brighter leg, the brighter blade, and the dark bow and arrow, compound bow, and the dark grappling hook. So here's a look at our revised And as you can see on that previous slide, we took let me see if I can back this up 2 slides. We took the red accents from this color study number 3 on the goggles and the belt. So no color study is wasted. There's no telling what elements might come from where. And so we grabbed elements from 3 color studies to make this combination, and he looks incredible. And I could also see a Midnight Ops version of down the road. Of course, he's a likely candidate. He's also a cloaked figure, so we did an alternate illustration with his cloak on. And this sculpt is already done, and it's looking amazing. So Bearclaw and Wilson currently being sculpted by Mike Good. These are the 6 color studies from Ron Rudat. Of course, he's all natural colors. These are all handmade clothing, real animal skins, and handcrafted by Bearclaw for the most part. He's got a modern communicator on his right arm, but other than that, most of his clothing is handmade, handcrafted. So we pulled, the lighter tan from the first one, the darker boots and darker chest from the second one, the raccoon from the third one. I dug up some photo reference, green rifle, green backpack, those types of things. So again, we did some research quickly on the black bear and the grizzly bear, and colors and sizes. It's not that grizzly bears can't be black; they absolutely can. Also, the bear claws themselves from a grizzly bear can be up to 10 centimeters long, which is about 4 inches. And so I wanted to provide that guidance to the sculptor that we want these to appear as if they're very long. He's, proud of this fight that he was in. And we want to go on the darker side of the bear, but it is a grizzly bear, not a smaller black bear. So this is a dark grizzly bear. He's got olive drab backpack, olive drab straps, olive drab gun, lighter colored pants, darker color on the boots. And as you can see, lighter color on the shirt, darker color on the vest. We want to create some separation between, say, the torso piece and the upper arms, or the torso and the legs, or the upper legs and the lower legs, to create that kind of visual appeal that you have some separation between colors. All right, so Clanker and Tank, Mark did 6 versions of this one, and this was the only figure where Kirk just loved number 6. And so 6 was approved. So that's it. That's number 6. He looks amazing. I absolutely love this figure. Love his pet companion, Tank, Galapagos Tortoise, mounted with a spring-loaded launcher and tons of ammo. How fun is that? And the launcher is going to be able to be removed from Tank, where Clanker could take it up in the air and fire it from above, but it's going to be a pretty heavy piece, and we'll say for the most part, Tank is carrying that larger weapon. All right, you guys have already seen Midnight Ops, Rotello, but I just wanted to remind you guys what that color palette looks like. Painting's already done for that one. Packaging is already done for that one. All right, Tiger Sharks and Snakeheads. So Tiger Shark is the leader with the scarred face, and Snakeheads are the troop builders. So we got 6 color studies for these. Such a wide variety of colors here. Mark Pennington just did a great job. we decided that tiger sharks are this color, a little bit lighter gray. So we're going with a gold trident here, black weaponry, and gray and white colors for tiger shark. So here's a look at the revised color study for him. He looks awesome. You can see the alternate head sculpt there with the exposed scarred face. And then we ended up working with the concept creator. We decided to add these red fins and red webbing in the hands, which, those are the areas that are going to cut you. And it makes him much more menacing, much more threatening. So really happy with that addition, and that's approved. Now, Snakeheads, we decided to go with a red trident and some red accents on him, but we stuck with the green colors. Snakeheads are more of like a seaweed color, kind of a brown and greenish camouflage look, and so this is a really cool look for them. And we added the red accents on the fins and the webbed hands, and also a red trident. So Snakeheads are looking really cool. Now, Runback and Pack Dog, we went through another 6 color studies for this one, kind of an urban camo, a jungle camo with brown, some brighter color options, and more green. And this one a little bit like Lady J. So anyway, we went in and picked the urban camo here, but we like the brown accents here, and we really like this version of RoboDog where she had done some kind of custom artwork on it. Also wanted to do some research on the Japanese rank that she is and how they typically wear that, so provided some photo reference for that. So we went through a couple different options for round 2. Kirk wanted her to have some kind of personal appeal, and he thought the pink armored vest, which is handmade by her, might give that. We decided to try a silver one that had paintings on it similar to how the Pack Dog is painted. So that's kind of got an organic vine type system growing up it, and that's painted on by her. The same way she painted the Pack Dog, she painted her armor, and I think it looks really good. All right, then we'll get into Bengal. And so she is our Indian sniper and intelligence lady, and she's got a giant sniper rifle. So Ron Rudat did these. The tiger stripes was one of the earlier parts of the concept, and we really wanted to keep that element, as you can see in number 3. We also wanted to go with some more earthy, lighter colors for the shirt so that the sari would really pop off of it. And then we wanted to try a bright sari, like maybe this orange one. Sometimes you don't know what this is going to look like until you get it all put together. And so this is the first time that we had it all together. So we had the kind of lighter earth tones, the light gray underneath her, and then the orange sari, and then the orange tiger stripes. But the interior of her legs was kind of black and dark gray, and she just didn't look colorful enough. So we tried a few different options, and we ended up landing on this brighter one here. So very happy with that. She's got the pink sari, the blue shirt, the blue gloves, and she's got the tiger stripes here. And we just made the interior of the legs a dark brown instead of black, and that just kind of gave her that more saturated feel that we wanted. All right, so the Werejackal is the leader of the Mazuma Corps, which is Ghost Corps in Swahili. So Werejackal is the leader. He won't roll out in year 1. He'll be a year 1.5. We're rolling out the Mazuma Corps first as the troop builder. We don't want you guys to have to buy multiples of the same leader, so we'll release the leaders down the road. This is 6 color studies, and so for the leader, we chose the red mask and the jungle camo boots. This is a 2-tone jungle camo boot. That's kind of a tribute to my dad who served in Vietnam and had jungle camo boots in the attic. We loved wearing those as kids. And we selected the lighter color pants and the darker vest for him, for the leader. So here's a look at the leader. He looks really cool. Very happy with him. Now, the Mazuma Corps themselves, we went with the darker complexion. Now, these guys are going to have varying arms. They're going to have the same commando boots, black weapons, black machine gun, green backpack, and green pants and black shirt. So there you go. There's the Mazuma Corps. They're going to have the green jungle fatigue pants. They're going to have the black top and the green accessories, green backpack, black rifle, black pistol. All right, Night Raid and Ozzy. So this is the ex-Russian Special Forces. He has come over to the other side now, obviously. We got 6 different color studies for him. Some grays, some browns, and then some blues and a mix of things. So Kirk actually wanted the blue, which caught me by surprise. I thought it was one of those wild experimentations. And so we tried to do a bunch of different versions of him, but I felt like he was really getting to be kind of monotone and really dark. And so we wanted to break that up. I felt like the gray armor and the bright green accents was probably the best out of those options, and Kirk approved. So we're going with a lighter gray armor on the legs and the torso, and his straps, which he's busting out of the seams. And then we have an olive drab for the majority of the weapons. All right, this is Scrounger and Luna. He is our supply chain guy. He's a logistics and supply specialist. He's a quartermaster, basically. All right, so there you have Luna, and she is the cheetah. So we're probably going to try to do her in a two-tone because cheetahs are more two-tone. All right, so Kirk really didn't fall in love with any one specific of these designs. He did like the olive drab web gear, but he wanted us to try, and we're going with the gray kind of Civil War hat and a black weapon, so he was happy with all those. But we're going with more of a, he's got 1 foot out of the door to retirement kind of guy. So we wanted to go for a Hawaiian shirt, and since he picked up the cheetah while he was serving in Africa, we gave him some kind of African khaki, kind of British khaki. And so there's our revised look at him. We also gave him more comfortable, more modern army boots because let's be honest, if he's a quartermaster, he's going to have the best stuff and he's going to have the most comfortable boots. So we made that revision to the figure design itself. So he's looking cool. You can also see him like as a quartermaster going out into the wild and securing whatever it is that they need. All right, Lilith, our paratrooper. She has evolved into such an amazing character. Really happy with her. We started out with 12 of these, actually, because Ron did these first, I think, and then he did another set of 6 last. So he wasn't thrilled about having done it 12 times, but I think with each time he tried something different, and we got elements all across these color studies. Now, the primary elements that we stuck with, on number 8, you can see she's from Alaska, according to Larry Hama's file card. And so she's an Alaskan Native American. We're pulling kind of the skin tone and the ethnicity from that. We're pulling the patch from number 11. We're pulling this dark green and black Army camo from 11. But we wanted the lighter brown accents on the knee pads, the boots, and also the shoulder pads in here. So it'll be a combination of sorts. And here's what the revised combination looked like. And check out this addition. She's got the little paint across the eyes, which is very cool. So I think Lilith has just gotten more and more interesting with time. I'm very excited about her. Salty Dog is our CB, our mechanic, and this guy is going to fit in with your early 1980s collectibles. So there was 6 color studies from Ron Rudat, and we decided that we wanted to keep the olive drab uniform as a salute to the traditional Navy CBs, which wore a full olive drab uniform. We wanted red wrenches to go with this. We wanted to do a lighter brown boot and belt and web gear. So again, for contrast against the olive drab green. So there's the revised color study. I like the light gray knee pads and the light gray web gear or light gray pistol holder, I should say. And then he's got the light brown boots, light brown belt. And the white t-shirt, we chose that so that the K-bar knife would show very well on the unbuttoned shirt. So he is just awesome. He's one of my favorites. He's such traditional military. And then here's our final bonus figure, General Mortafaro. This is the enemy commander designed by Mark Pennington. And he is brutal. So he comes with a spiked bald hammer, kind of a mace, and he comes with a Walther P38, but they actually made a long version of the Walther P38 that's extremely rare. And since General Mortafaro is just flush with cash, he's going to have a gold one because he probably got it plated. So we had 6 versions of these, and Kirk Bozigian chose to go with the predominantly black with red accents look, and then the gold accessories for the ornate decor. And this is what our revised version looked like. So that's color studies for round 2. And there's the final. We decided instead of doing pure jet black, we're going to go with a dark purple. Just to connotate some kind of royalty and this ornateness of the mask and the logo and the full ceremonial sword on his belt and his mace. Even the tips of his boots are spiked and they're gold. So yeah, he is a ornate and ruthless leader that likes to get really hand-to-hand with people. So this is what the line looks like, guys. It looks incredible. I could not be happier with where the line is going, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying these updates. This is a ton of progress here. The last year and a half, these guys have been incredibly productive, and it's awesome to see them doing what they do so well. So thank you to all of you for backing us and giving us your support, for your patience as we work through this artistic process, of course, and for being all in on the Operation Recall Army. More updates to come, specifically on sculptures. We're into 7-figure sculptures, so more updates to come from that direction. We'll talk with you soon. Let's roll.